Hey everyone, welcome back to which is probably going to be the final episode of Frostpunk. Um, we have survived rebuilding the city. We have so far survived the failings of the generator, and now it's just evacuating the city. Majority of the evacuation is complete. So my guess is there's not going to be much left in the stream of the scenario, and I'm pretty sure there's like very little left. So if I finish and there's still a lot of time left on the stream, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But we'll kind of cross that bridge when we get there. It may just be replaying a scenario, a short one, or something to that effect. I'm not quite there yet. I probably should have planned this out a little bit better. But yeah, so all the past Frostpunk episodes are being released on YouTube. A new one, one stream session per day, including the weekends. This is Thursday, so the first 4 sessions should be on the YouTube now. If you go to the links down below of the Twitch stream or on my channel, you should be able to find the links to the YouTube channel, or you can just watch them here on Twitch. So I think, yeah, and so today will be the last day of Frostpunk, I'm assuming. I'm almost 90% positive, 95% positive, 98% positive that this is the last stream for Frostpunk, because I've completed all scenarios. The only other scenario is the last autumn, which is DLC. It's not a DLC. It's an expansion. I haven't purchased it, so I won't be playing that one until I get it, and I don't know if I will stream it or not. So we've done, like I said, we did the main home on the first try. Arcs took us 2 tries. Refugees took us 3 tries. Fall of Winter Home is looking to be 3 tries as well. So without further ado, let's finish this. Like I said, this might be a super short stream. I don't know if we beat the scenario and there's still a lot of time left, I may just replay a scenario or play endless mode or something like that. But on Monday will be a new game, and that new game will be Galaxy of Pen and Paper. So we're going from steampunk to science fiction, high graphic to 8-bit graphic, very dark and serious, to something probably a little bit more lighthearted, based on playing Knights of Pen and Paper 1 and 2, which was very comedic and tongue-in-cheek and comedic. I said comedic. But yeah, it's lighthearted, comedic. It's 8-bit graphic style, a lot of cultural pop references and puns. So that was nice in Pen and Paper 2, as well as 1. So Galaxy of Pen and Paper starting on Monday, to change gears from something serious to something more lighthearted. I did get some game, like the summer Steam sale, which I think is wrapping up later this week if it hasn't already. I did get 3 or 4 games, which will be on the stream later in the year. Because after Galaxy of Pen and Paper, we're going to do BattleTech, and I figure BattleTech's going to take us a while. After Galaxy of Pen and Paper is BattleTech, as I just said. Words. After BattleTech, I'm finally going to get around to Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which is the sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest, which I ranted and raved so much about that game back in November of last year, and the sequel came out back in March. But I just like I said, with everything going on this year, I am just now finally getting to it, because I had thought I was going to play all these games before the sequel came out, or at least get something done. So there's that. And so after BattleTech is Ori. After Ori, it'll probably be The Hand of Gilgamesh, Steampunk World, The Hand of Gilgamesh, or This War of Mine. Steampunk World, Hand of Gilgamesh is steampunk, cartoonish fantasy RPG, made by the same people who made Steam World Heist. If you saw that stream, you can go to the YouTube channel and watch that one. That was another game that I loved so much, and I found out about that game because of Steam Powered Giraffe, did the music for it. Check them out as well. So that'll probably be after Ori, and then after The Hand of Gilgamesh will probably be This War of Mine, which is made by Studio 11, which made Frostpunk. So kind of getting a trend here of games. But yeah, that's kind of the announcements, even though I've kind of started the game already. But yeah, just look forward to those in the coming weeks, months, or so. So let me just unpause. So, all right, we've got the coal. We can still load up more people. We've got all the food. We just need to load up on the converting the decks. And in converting the decks, I still need a ton more steel. So yeah. So I've got this one is going to be done, and that one's going to be done. So we'll see. Still got a ways to go. Yeah, that's got all the steam cores on it, and that's got a shipment of steel on it. So I still got a ways to go. Okay. What is my storage looking like? Do I still have hunters? I think I got rid of all the hunters. Okay. Storage. How many houses can I get rid of? Because the bunk houses have steel. I can get rid of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, there's hunters right there. Okay. No point in having you. Like, I'm trying to squeeze out every little bit of steel I can anywhere. I still have 6 days. So 6 days to get all the metal I need is not bad. Okay. So with that in mind, we can actually send... Alright, coal, we're good. Food, we're good. Alright, I need 3,000, I basically need 3,000 steel. And I'm quite a bit short on that. But trying to figure out what I can do to up my steel production, if at all. So I'm building a thumper there. And I can get rid of another house or two. Nope. Malfunction, we have to repair. Okay, luckily I've got 25 guys there already, so 1, 2. I think that's enough. Nope, 5 more. Yep. Cool. That'll get done pretty quick. But I think because I've got time, I'm going to go ahead and send... I'm going to send 2 more people. Alright, we'll send We'll send 50 people. And that's as much gold as I can send. Or not gold, steel. Alright, and then with that, I can get rid of 6 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So really the engineers are going to be the last thing I send. I have 5 days to send 5.5 days, yeah. So with time left on to evacuate is 5 days, 17 hours. And I have 5 days and 12 hours to evacuate 25 engineers. Not a problem. Heating level reduced by 1, heat zone range reduced by a further 10%. Okay. Sacrifice. Sir, a group of engineers is here to talk to you about staying behind. We know that there aren't enough cabins for all of us aboard the Dreadnought. That's why we're volunteering to stay here. We'll do what we can to keep the generator running as long as possible. Engineers' efficiency will rise by 10%. Your sacrifice will never be forgotten. Can I put engineers in here instead? Ooh, I can. Okay. I mean, there's not much more I can do, so that's done. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. I left that. I left my start message online all this time. don't need you guys. Oh, okay, maybe I do need you guys. Now what gives here? Okay, so that's producing 70, and that's collecting at a rate of 50. So
Work day is up. Return your tools.
So at the rate we're going, that's 700 right there. So looks like we're actually going to make the deadline. With so few people, let's see. I mean, all it does is give me wood back, so consolidate some things here. Alright. And the Dreadnought has finished its next delivery. I got some sick people going on here. Let's expedite that. Alright, I can send people. Okay, number aboard 420. So my next batch of 50 people. Oh. Yeah, let's get rid of you. We'll heat you up. 50 people. And that's as much as that's as much as I can. Let's see if I can get to 800 before I send it out. Actually, you know what? Let's go for, okay. So let's round that off to no. All right, so it's 10, 60. Over. Alright, so that'll give us 800, 900. Okay, so that puts us at the halfway mark right there. And then, so 791. Okay, that'll give us a nice round number to work with. Just trying to consolidate things further. 1, 2. House. Okay. Oh, okay, we have a problem here. Yeah, I'm pretty aware that this is gonna kill some people doing the 24-hour thing, but then I just realized it's nighttime and I've got no coal, so. Yep, there's the death. Those are yeah, Abe's overworked. Unfortunately, I don't remember what time it is. So I'm gonna have to say discontent's gonna have to continue rising. Yeah, at almost 3 o'clock in the morning, there's not gonna be enough coal to last the night. How many? I can get rid of another 5 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because getting rid of the houses gives me steel. Oh, that helps supremely. I can turn off heaters. Okay, the Dreadnought has made its delivery.
Order, people. Let's march to work.
How did I? Okay, I did not make as this could have been much more efficient, but that's okay. Okay, 3 days to send. How much more? That much more. Which is how much more? It doesn't say how much more. 1,500 steel. $1,500 steel, and then everyone else is engineers. I cannot send any more. I have to send 25 engineers. So in 3 days, it would be pushing it. I'm gonna hold off on those engineers as long as I can, because right now they are doing a lot of work for me.
Work day is up. Return your tools.
Got a good amount of... I mean, if I can get to 1,000 by the end of the workday, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, we're on that home stretch to there. Just had to consolidate. It was basically consolidating things to get things working and whatnot. So I just need 500 more steel, and we're okay. So because it looks like I'm almost done and there's still a heck of a lot of time left before I stop, because I usually stop the stream around 9:30. So if I finish this and there's still time left on the stream, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next. I don't want to start my next game yet, which I'll do on Monday. So I may just randomly grab something here, like a quick scenario or something like that, and just play it out. But I will let you, the audience, make some of the decisions. Whether I finish it all the way through is another story, but I figured that might be something fun to do, especially if I finish early. Alright, so I think, yeah, I can fast forward to the next day. Oh, or not. What do we got? Generator core damaged. We have to repair it immediately. Okay. Uh-oh. The next game on the agenda is Galaxy of Pen and Paper. It's an 8-bit graphic style game. Science fiction, obviously. And I think the game just froze up. Yep, the game just froze up. Right, so we're gonna close it out and then restart it. Luckily the game has a autosave feature, so I'm not going to lose too much progress. We'll see how much progress I lose. Alright, let's try that again. Thank you for being patient with the technical difficulties. I don't know why the game decided to lock up and crash, but hey, it decided to lock up and crash. Okay, so we're here. I don't need that. Why'd I do that? I don't know. Oh, I'm still dismantling all that. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Alright, then we can go ahead and fast forward. Yep, okay. So it was right before someone died, because whenever you do a 24-hour shift in this game, the first time you do it, someone's going to die. Pretty much every time you do 24-hour, it's why it's an emergency shift. And the reason why I had done that is because I had almost no coal left. I was going to run out of coal before the workday started, and if I'd let the coal run out, then that's several hours. See, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. That's going to be 5 hours before the heat can get even close to being turned back on. And by then, with the temperature as it is, people are going to be dying left and right. People are going to get sick left and right. So one death to prevent dozens more is what is the trade-off. Okay, so let's go ahead and fast forward. And now the heat rises, and now I can turn off all these heaters. And those are the only 2 heaters I had on, so that's good. And then we go back to here. Yep, okay. So I can send no more people. So those 68 people and about 50 some engineers. So about 100 people. Yeah, when I stream a game, it's basically from start to finish. So like, was it 3 weeks ago is when I started Frostpunk, maybe more. And I did the first, and it's also like, if I fail, I don't stop. I basically do it until I successfully do this. So like, the main campaign, I actually did it one and done. Then there's the 3 scenarios to this game. The first scenario, it took me 2 tries. So I actually streamed the first one and the second attempt. The scenario before this one was 3 attempts, and I streamed all 3, failed loading the first 2. And this one I streamed. This is my 3rd attempt streaming. Well, not my 3rd attempt streaming, but 3rd attempt playing this while streaming. So yeah. This first time around, I completely fail loaded, I think. Second time around, I did it, but not well. A lot of people died. And then this attempt, I'm going to get like the best ending. So I won't necessarily do the best ending for every game I play, but I will at least finish the storyline of the game. Okay, And what I just did was feed a whole bunch of people so that they would actually recover faster. Oh, and I got more sick people. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward this.
Workday end. It's time for rest.
Oh, so close to 1,000. And I bet you I would have... See, before game crashed, I actually did tap 1,000. I didn't tap 1,000 because I was slow to activate the foreman. So... that's about a difference of 30 steel right there. Alright, and so now I have enough coal to last 10 hours. And 10 hours puts me at... around when the workday starts, so we should be okay. Should be seeing... There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, we have to pair the core immediately. And so to do that... Uh-oh! The game locked up again. I don't think it's a... I hope it's not a bug, because... this is like the third time I've played this game. Or at least like... oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so... let's go ahead and just save the game real quick. We're gonna just save the game real quick. So, right now the temperature is dropping. And what I'm going to do is, basically emergency repair allows me to cut this time down a bit. So we're going to just fast forward it a little bit here. Okay, slow that down just a little bit. Okay, so in 3 hours, everything goes online.
Order, people. Let's march to work.
All right. The generator is operational. The generator repairs are complete. You can turn it on safely, but it seems this is the end of the line for us. The damage is so severe that the next malfunction will be impossible to fix. The generator will shut down, start accumulating stress, and finally explode. To make matters worse, performance has been catastrophically reduced. All our heat zones will be colder by 1 level and smaller by a further 10%. We have to evacuate. Okay. So let us at least get that on. We know the next one is catastrophic, so there's no point in having anyone there to repair. Let's get all of, oops, you there. There. Okay. So we have to get, well, I need 500 basically. There's 2 days left. 2 days left, so we're okay. I'm gonna just be a little bit paranoid right now and go ahead and save. Okay, so that is working. That is working. Okay, food, steel. Okay. Force them to work. Okay, so we are home stretch, about 400, 350 more steel to go. What is our temperature at? We are on the chilly side. I'll make y'all a little bit more comfortable. Okay, 18 hours of heat left, which means there's plenty. 18 hours, yeah, the next work day will be here by then, so we're okay. Yeah, and that's a shipment right there at 200. So we are now 50 away. 49, 48, 47. Right. So now that's the first workday end.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
But that's going to keep going until 8 o'clock. So when that says 20, they'll, because I have them working extended hours. All right, and then that outpost shipment just arrived. And what I can do from there is I don't need any more steel from them. So I can go here. Dismantle. It doesn't really matter at this point, but Yep, and so that's maxed out. And 2 days left. I'm going to Okay. Where? Oh, where? Okay, so people max. Okay, so that is now. I can't send any more because there's only room for 25 more people, and I promised to send 25 engineers. So there's the 25 engineers. The cabin just needed 1,500 more steel. There it is. We already got all the food on board. We got all the coal on board. So, send it. You sent 25 engineers to the Dreadnought. Hope rises. There's nothing to repair because it's gonna blow. We can go back to normal hours. Build the outposts. So now they're gonna send me coal, which doesn't really matter anymore, but whatever. Okay, and then yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I just have to wait for the transport to arrive. Yeah, that's the last load because the transport can only hold 500 people, and I made a promise that I would send at least, and the first people I sent were 25 engineers to get everything started, to make the adjustments, to change everything and whatnot. And then they said, you need more engineers. I was like, okay, I will send 25 more, and that's basically my last shipment out would be the engineers. So I made a promise, I kept it. It says to evacuate, I need at least 5,000 coal, which I've done. I need at least 500, optional, send 500 people, which I've done. Optional, send 5,000 food, which I've done. Optional, convert five decks into cabins, which I'm almost done. The shipment just has to get there. And so now it's just a matter of playing kind of that waiting game to... because there's nothing more I can do. Because it basically... to get the steel, all the steel I need, it's like, yeah. So if you look at this here, deck 1 is 300 steel, deck 2 is another 700, deck 3 is 1,500, deck 4 is 2,500, deck 5 is 5,000. You add that all up, that's 9,000 steel. In order for you to get 9,000 steel, you have to use every means possible. Extended shifts, the foremen, the agitators, everything in your power to just max produce the steel. And even that's not going to necessarily be enough. You cannibalize whatever buildings in your city has steel. You tear them down and get the steel from that. Then you have enough. Yeah, and this is I don't think this was an expansion. I think this was part of the game that came with the game. I don't know if it was. It might have been a DLC expansion, and I just happened to buy it in a package deal. But this one's like each scenario got harder and harder. So there's the main game, which like I said, I did in the first try. The second scenario, the arcs, 2 tries. The refugees, which is the scenario before this one, 3 tries. Because my first attempt I completely fail-boated. Did I fail-boat? No, the first attempt, half the city died. I still passed the scenario technically, but half the city died. And I was like, no, not going to do that. So a second attempt, I think I completely fail-boated. And then the third attempt, everyone lived. So in this scenario, first attempt, I got kicked out because I ran everything so poorly. Second attempt, I succeeded in evacuating, but I didn't evacuate everyone. So like all the optional stuff didn't get it, and there was a lot of chaos and panic. This time, max, not everyone will survive because there's going to be 117 people that die, that get left behind, for the most part. But everyone, but for the most part, people live. But yeah, one of the things I love about this game is the graphics and how detailed they are. Like you have, if I can find them. Yeah, there. See? There are people. You can actually see them. And oddly enough, these people have lives. You can actually check on the status of people. So, like, that's what I love about this game. It is so paying attention to the details. And the thing is, like, you'll notice, like, the roads. If I were to get rid of these roads, like I'm getting the wood back and everything, yeah. But so I've gotten rid of some of the roads, right? And you can see those that have roads have little like planks. Those that don't, obviously, there's just ground now. But if you recall, oh, there it is, right there. You see it? It's real subtle. But the snow is actually covering it back up now. It's reclaiming the land. But you see, yeah, see it there. See the difference in color? It's turning white again compared to here. And eventually it's just going to completely disappear. Because if you also notice, like, where I had buildings, there, oh, look at that, see? There was roads here, you can see, but they're fading away very quickly. Yeah, that's one thing I love about this game is the attention to detail. Because if you notice, like there's a very constant light flurry that is dropping down because it's winter kind of thing. So 3, 2, 1. Evacuation transport. Evacuation complete. Prepare the evacuation. Sir, you did everything you could. All the decks of the Dreadnought are converted to cabins, filled with people, and there's enough food, rations, in the hold for a long journey. All that remains is to launch the Dreadnought. Launch the Dreadnought now, and the game will end. We'll set out in due time. Okay. So I'm dragging this out a little bit more because I do have a day left. But yeah, that's just something I kind of wanted to note. And so this little steam core, the steam hub, it generates heat when it's active. And currently I have it set to, I can change that. So I can set it to running 24 hours. I can set it for extended shifts, a 10-hour workday, a 14-hour workday, kind of thing like that. But look at the ground. It's off. So the game immediately starts frosting over the area. The buildings are off. And notice there is snow on the buildings. Okay. Meanwhile, over here, it's nice and toasty warm. See, and then look, see the roads are almost gone. I can actually get rid of. I don't have to get rid of this. I'm just doing it because it's just a cool mechanic to see. And so if I speed up the camera or speed up time, you can actually see it occurring. What's this going? The generator is failing. Sir, the engineers monitoring the generator have warned that its ultimate failure is imminent. The damage to its critical systems is so widespread that when we patch a pressure leak in one place to spring up elsewhere, there's nothing more we can do. Hope will fall. Okay, well, to counteract that hope. To counteract that hope. Aha. And I get rid of the discontent. But as you can see, as I speed up time, go at a faster pace. Look, so there's the roads I dismantled earlier. Okay, now, see? Over here, look how the land is. And this will kick back on at 8 o'clock. Okay. I still got time. Okay, so day has sprung. Alright, so I'm gonna be like, it's super cold now. There's nothing I can do more, anyways. So, but watch. I just want to show this, and then I'll launch the. Hope is so high right now because what I've been doing is spamming the watchtower and the propaganda center. Now look, see right there. It turned on, and the snow has melted. So. I just wanted to prolong it just long enough for that. But yeah, so that's why I got hope so high. Plus the fact, like, I make promises and I fulfill them. So, alright, max capacity people, max cabin, max food, max coal, everything is maxed out. Launch. The end of Winterhome. Once the expedition leaves, there's no going back. It will be the end of Winterhome. Are you sure you want to launch the Dreadnought now? Yes. We managed to evacuate. And there goes the generator. The Exodus, the fate of Winterhome. When the orders to leave came, we gathered together. It seemed like almost all of the Winterhome was here. We thought with grief and gratitude of those who were missing, because we did leave people behind. Some of them volunteered. With so many saved, it felt so much more painful to leave those few remaining souls behind. Though our hearts were heavy with guilt of surviving at the expense of others, we rode the dreadnought into the white void, gathering what was left of our society and leaving our home behind. We did not look back. We knew the fate that awaited Winterhome. The end. And so that is Winterhome. So if you would actually play the main story campaign occurs after this scenario. You just discover Winterhome in its state of failure, and your city sees this and you're like, oh god, we're doomed. And so you have to recover from that. So this is just an interesting way to add the lore of the game. The next expansion, The Last Autumn, which would be the next scenario I play, but I don't own it. It came after I bought the game. That actually provides even more lore to the world of Frostpunk, because it takes place before the winter apocalypse occurs. It's right before it starts. And the scenario is basically you're one of the expedition crews that builds not necessarily the generator of Winterhome, but a generator, because these generators are supposedly dispersed throughout the country. So that is the scenario, The Fall of Winterhome. Dreadnought Resolute. 500 citizens saved. So it is actually 8:25. 30 minutes isn't really enough to start a new game, and it's not really going to be enough time to really do another run through or anything like that. So I will definitely stay on right now and just kind of do, like, I guess, hang out and chill. But yeah, here's expansion, new content available. And so there's The Last Autumn, which was an expansion that came back a while ago. And learn about the tragic turn of events that led to the grim world of Frostpunk. In the prequel expansion, explore vast unknown land, lead your workers to victory or exploit them. But yeah, your job is basically to build one of these generators that the game relies so heavily on. And then this new one, The Rifts, is coming out. I think it just came out, or it's coming out later this year. No, it's out now. But it basically is a new endless mode, new constructible buildings, new gameplay mechanics. Because basically what it is you have like a center island, and then you have other areas that you can go to, but you're kind of built on top of a canyon, so there's a lot of mesas and plateaus, and so you actually have to build bridges to these other mesas and plateaus. And if you know anything about bridges in cold weather, bridges freeze, so that's probably another aspect to it. So unfortunately I don't have these two scenarios. No, I don't have these two expansions. I only have these three scenarios. These two came with the game. I think the Fall of Winterhome was an expansion in of itself, but when I bought the game, it was a package deal. So, but yeah, that is Frostpunk. That is Frostpunk. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you missed previous streams of it, you can check it out on my Twitch channel video section, or they are uploading to YouTube a session per day until it's caught up, all this week, including into the weekend. Today's stream, and I think, yeah, including today's stream. So go check out my YouTube channel, check out the other past streams that are on there as well. check out I used to do a whole bunch of videos a few years back, so feel free to check those out as well. And as I said, on Monday we will pick up a new game, Galaxy of Pen and Paper. We will play that until we beat it, and then we will move on to BattleTech, play that, and then we will do Ori and the Will of the Wisps. But I'm itching to play that game so much that I may bump that ahead of BattleTech. I feel bad for BattleTech because I keep bumping it back. But Ori and the Will, I loved Ori and the Blind Force so much. I really want to play Ori and the Will of the Wisps. So I think I may just get Galaxy of Pen and Paper out of the way because it's a lighthearted game compared to the very darkness of Frostpunk. And then I may just do Ori, then we'll see from there. But the other games that are going to be played down the line is BattleTech, Ori, Will of the Wisp, BattleTech, Steam World Hand of Gilgamesh, and This War of Mine. So, thank you all. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you for interacting with me. Don't worry about if you're coming late. Like I said, you can always see the past streams earlier. But if there isn't any much more, again, I'll see you on Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye.